we can have someone who's, like 60 something and someone who's 11 at our show.
No, that's crazy. Y'all Disneyland for all ages.
Indeed.
But y'all Disneyland, homie. Cruz Show. Cabin in the Sky, congratulations. De La Soul. Whoa.
Thank you so much.
We've been talking about this album all morning here, and you guys did it, man. You protected the artistic DNA that is De La Soul, but evolved once again. How do we do that?
You grow as a person.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Off the mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You truly grow as a person.
That's pretty much it.
That's really it.
Because the root is still there, but you just still reaching for other things, man. But it's still authentically, as you said, us, man. We didn't want to. We would never abandon that. That's all we would do.
And it's that sound, that sound that so many people love, so many people have been inspired by. Right? Have you ever met, an actor, someone else who does music outside of hip hop, someone you wouldn't expect, and says, "Yo, y'all changed my life," or, your music is a soundtrack to my life?
We've been blessed. Well, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we're probably going to say the same thing. That's one of the biggest rewards, meeting people like that. I met, meeting a couple and saying, I met my wife in college, and we were at a record store, and we actually met buying 3 Feet High and Rising, and they're still married to this day.
Crazy.
Stuff like that. Or somebody saying they named their kid Maceo or something like that. So all of those things, man, it's like truly rewarding. It's like, when you hear those things, it's really overwhelming because I never thought that would be. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
I didn't think I was moving people in such a way. You know what I mean? I just
y'all have
trying to do my thing.
That's right. Has it ever been a celebrity?
Yeah, it's been a few
countless, right?
Yeah, been a few celebrities that said we had been the soundtracks to their lives going through high school and college and all of that. Man. So that's some really cool stuff.
It's beautiful.
Speaking of soundtracks, man, I don't mean to get too far, but I was very much put onto you guys with NBA Street Volume 3.
Yo, crazy, right?
Crazy. I'm young. I'm a little younger. But
you around what? Let me guess. 35, 36?
33.
See?
There it is.
That's where I got put onto De La Soul, and that's when I started digging and whatnot, right? But, for something like NBA Street Volume 3 for you guys, like, how did that come about? I've always wanted to ask you guys that question.
No, I mean, we've never, when we're asked about these different opportunities, we're humbled by it, man. We don't just look at it as like, check, da-da-da. No, it's like, oh, wow, it's like we're saying, like, we're blessed to be these guys from 1989 with the first album and still have people wanting our music, our fabric included in whatever's going on in that current motion of time. Yeah. And it's a blessing, man. So we don't take none of it for granted, man. We was like, yo, let's go. Like, let's do it. And it's like you said, to have people feel connected to it. No different than how several years back, Marvel came to us and wanted to put Three's the Magic Number in the Spider-Man movie, and then like a whole bunch of people learned about De La just from there. And that was their journey. That was their entrance point.
Yeah. So, and then the audience continues to grow. Yeah. The group continues to grow. The soul continues to grow. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Yo, this is Garcia. He's our producer. Big fan. Huge fan for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like big time, dog.
I was telling them before you were walking in that, like, Buddy gave us a definition of what we were looking for in school. I didn't want a relationship. I was looking for a buddy.
You feel me?
And then Tribe doubled down with Benita Applebaum. I was looking for that girl.
They painted the picture for you.
Thank you for giving me the soundtracks in my life.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I appreciate it.
Now y'all have for real.
And then now being able to pass it down to my kids,
Peace.
which is amazing. He's 17, turned 17 in a couple of days, and I said, De La's coming in. Oh shit, you know what I mean? Man. And that makes me feel really good that he knows. Like
that's what's amazing. Yeah, in this day and age to see a 17-year-old or a 15-year-old like, yo, I'm into your music because of my dad, or my mom, or my uncles.
Yeah,
so all of
it's like welcome, man. Right? Welcome.
No,
welcome.
It's beautiful because we've been seeing it for the last 15, 20 years where like, you figure when we first came out, we were like 18, but there were people who were 30 into our music then. Yeah. So you have these people at our concert, it's like this person who's like 20 years older than us with their kid who has their kid. It's like 3 generations at our show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can have someone who's, you know, like 60 something and someone who's 11 at our show.
No, that's crazy. Y'all Disneyland for all ages.
Indeed. But
Y'all Disneyland, homie. Give it up.
Word up.
It's a small world
after all. Yeah. It really is, dog. De La Soul. Yo, that's crazy. That's so true, though. That is so true. It's for all ages, man. And all ages welcome, right?
Yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's fun.
And it's always food for thought, man, you know? And then the beats are crazy,
hip-hop in its early stages was for all ages, so.
Nah.
Before it had a name called hip-hop. You know? It was for all the ages.
That's right.
So.
But when Native Tongues came through, you know, and came to be, and all you guys started putting out music consecutively, it was different because it was fun, man. That Daisy 8, man, just everything was different because before that it was a lot of boom bap. Boom bap, you had a couple crews arguing with each other, the Juice Crew and everything. You guys kind of just, you brought the lightheartedness, but also had a message, man. So it was very different. I mean, you guys started something that needed to be started because your thought process and what you were talking about was different from the stuff that was before you.
Yeah, man. It's like well, it's like, you know, and I don't want to say nerdy, but the guy who's different, it didn't matter if they were from the hardest part of Brooklyn, the Bronx. Those were the people who took to us. And then even some of the hard kids, even when we were like blessed to come here for the first time, and we had guys who was in the street and they was like, yo, man, that me, myself, and I. Like they, you know, to have these people love what we were doing, because music just speaks to everyone, and it's kind of put the ego to the side and be like, yo, that's my jam. Like I can have fun.
That's crazy. You're like, yo, you Ice-T though.
Yo, me. I'm saying. But
like God rest his soul, Eazy-E loved Potholes in My Lawn.
Yeah.
Bro, like.
Yeah, we did the Nitro tour in 1989, and we hung out with NWA. We was just all hanging out, and that was the one thing also musically at that point. You could have all these people under the same umbrella at the same Coliseum where, you know, it got to a point where in the 90s where if you was maybe Rough Riders, you were with someone who was more in the same atmosphere as them or universe as them, opposed to when we started Ghetto Boys, PE, NWA, Too Short, we could all be on the same bill together. You know,
is there any newer voices in hip hop that we've learned from?
I mean, I think we learn from everything. Whether you want to take it in or accept it is a whole nother thing. And sometimes we can pay attention to what's been in the past, but you're always moving forward. So I pay attention to it all. Like, you know, I love Jid. It's a lot of people I really, really appreciate, you know, but it could be Baby Tate. I can just hear something that it's like, it's cool to hear. And it's like this particular song. I mean, I'm all over Cardi B latest album. And like, there's things about it that I can take to, and things I don't take serious. Like, I know I don't live like that. But
no.
But good music
but it is what it is.
Yeah, good music is what it is to me, you know.
What about for you?
No, same thing. Good music is good music. I mean, I'm not even as critical because coming from a place being a DJ first.
Okay.
A great record is a great record.
Sure. So a lot of people would think, nah, you know, they're from that time. They're going to pick apart, or they pick apart. They don't necessarily understand what's going on with what, you know, with what's happening now. But that's the opposite, I believe.
I mean, as a DJ,
come on.
Much as I love Boogie Down Productions and Poetry being the dope single, I did have a love for Hammer. You know, I did have a love for Ice Baby. Maybe not him overall as a package.
Yeah.
But
the song was crazy.
That song,
Stop playing. That song,
it still hold up today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just saying, man, there's like a wide variety of music out there, and my palette is broad.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's right.
Though how people get boxed in so much. I mean, you hear the term OG so much now, funk now, and it's kind of like, man, I'm not in that box. Like, I'm here, man. Like, we're still putting out stuff. We're good, but I think
no, I'm in that box. I'm cool. I'm the OG. I'm the unk that's still putting out music.
No. That's right. That's right.
Still doing it.
But you know,
that's right, unk. That's right.
Us as De La never allowed ourselves to be trapped in a box creatively. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that's for sure.
If y'all
there was
say
never
it,
a
y'all
peak.
say what you want.
There was never a peak. It was evolution.
Yes.
With De La.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, but it's weird because I'm not saying us we do it, but I say like a lot of fans of hip hop have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
For me, it's disappointing because
label
nah,
things.
man, open up your ears.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
people getting cut off
Well,
real
you
fast.
know, I know what you mean because they'll do it in kind of a negative tone and have a condescending tone to it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, hopefully one day you'll be my age. You know,
Yeah.
And you'll see.
hopefully
Nah,
one
yo,
day-
getting older is that's the success.
Getting older is a
I'm
privilege.
saying.
You know what I mean?
It's like, yo, I always tell people the side effect from being alive is living and getting older.
All right, I'll take it.
Real.
You know what
I'll
you're
take
gonna do?
that.
Yo, the beat on "Don't Push Me" is crazy, right?
yes,
Talk to
man.
us about that and creating that song.
Well, our brother Dave, he produced that record, and that was just a natural talent of him, man. He could take something and just create something, and it could have such a bounce, and then he knows how to marry himself lyrically to the record. So I mean, yeah, man, "Don't Push Me" was just a dope record that Dave had played for us like a while ago, and it was just like, he would make, as we all do, make music in the house. So when it came about for thinking of a way to end the album, I was like, yo, man, it could be dope as if Dave is in heaven in the studio. And, but still talking the way he talking reckless a little bit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, talking that shit. That's all right.
There you go. Yeah. So that's what he was doing, man. And I loved it. It's such an infectious groove to it.
Great
We
way
added
to
the
wrap it
up. To it.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
And Giancarlo right at
Yeah.
just a very simple.
Perfect.
Thank you, Dave.
Just, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
man.
you go, bro.
You guys have mentioned that creating this album was very therapeutic and healing. What's the hardest thing that you would say that you've discovered about yourselves through grief and creating music?
For me, oh God, and I think Mace can relate to what I'm about to say. I handle grief well.
Yeah.
And I think it's because my mother passed at a very young age for me. The day I graduated from high school, she got she was diagnosed with lung cancer. And she died maybe a few months after that. Never smoked a day in her life. So I mean, then and always going to church with my and just figuring out things for myself, I just had this really weird way of looking at death. I was just like, yo, if I could lose my moms, I almost was like I could lose anybody. That's how I used to just talk to them, and they thought it was crazy. Until we got to an age when even Dave's lost his father
brother,
first, and then his mother, and his
brother.
brother. Yeah, so it's like I just kind of had to deal with death really early. Like I had 2 funerals for my mom's, like New York and where she grew up, and that just sent me in a path of numbness. And but then I had to learn to heal from it as well and understand that, you know what, this woman, she did such a great job with her family, where the people that she did leave, like her memories mean everything because she was such a beautiful person. And it's the same with Dave. Dave lived such a dense life. He got to travel so many places and, inspire so many people. And that's a blessing, opposed when you lose someone and you be like, wow, and they didn't get a chance to correct things for themselves.
Yeah.
We didn't have a chance to get things right with each other. You don't want to have that.
Yeah.
Right.
Death it's going to happen.
It's on its way.
Inevitable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
something
saying?
we all have to face at some point. Pasta's been teaching me a lot about it. It's been more really sensitive to me in this moment because of losing Dave.
Yeah.
And I've been learning that, I truly have learned that nothing or no one really dies. We just transition. You
That's a great way of looking at it.
those spirits, I feel those spirits. I've felt those spirits for a long time. I think I have a really good relationship with spirits. 'Cause I do feel them, and when I feel them, it's
That's why the cats be
overwhelming.
wilding out when they're around me.
It's
that's
overwhelming,
crazy.
but at times comforting. You know what I mean?
No, 1,000%.
You have to welcome it for sure.
Yeah,
You can't be scared or push it away.
And grief can be slightly selfish because we want them here.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
right.
Yeah.
It's a very selfish thing, grief, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm sorry.
learning.
I was happy when my mother was no longer in pain from the cancer. So it was like, yo, I'm just happy that she's not going through that, or she's, just. So that's me.
And that's what I've really been that's what I've adopted for Dave. Like, he's no longer in pain.
No, that's
know what I
right.
mean?
There is happiness to be found in an ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It really is.
And what's great is that you guys are keeping Dave's spirit alive.
Oh, without question.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
Without question.
Was that a difficult decision on how and where to use him on Cabin in the Sky?
No,
Or you felt it was easy?
yeah, it was easy. It was in the muscle memory of just being creative and knowing like, yo, we got to sprinkle him throughout. We made sure his energy was felt in the right places. I mean, the first song you hear is a song called You Don't Stop. Dave produced that. The last song you hear is Don't Push Me, and he produced that.
That's right.
You know, or on Cruel Summers, like he's not rhyming, but you hear him doing the chorus. Like we made sure his energy was in the right place at the right time.
What makes it easy is having the blessing from the family and friends we all came up with. You know, Pos put in the rhyme the conversation we had with his sister, you know, at his memorial at his house. She said, listen here, if y'all stop, he stops.
Wow.
And then like held him, no pressure, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's Cindy in her real comical Jollicore way.
Yeah.
You know, that's their last name, Jollicore. So that was like, I saw every bit of her brothers when she did that. You know?
Wow, yeah.
And it was
very familiar, right?
Yeah, and it was comforting to know that we could still continue on with our plans that we initially had when we were all.
Is that why we make a song called Good Health?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just really just talking about when that song came about, that was more like just saying like treating music as if it's like a health food. Like you just need healthiness at some point going through your ears to your mind, you know, to just to live a certain way. So we were just trying to say, yo, man, we got to give healthy rhymes and get on some good health, because we can all listen to some bad health stuff. Like I don't want to eat fried chicken every day. I know it tastes good, but I mean, I just can't eat it every day. I want to, base. I want to eat fried chicken. But, you know, maybe got to eat the grilled chicken or the broiled.
Yeah, man.
So that's where that was about. Just having healthy lyrics, but prepared in such a way you want to, like, take it in.
Yeah.
There's a line on there. I think I wrote it down right. Finding real rappers is like a needle in a haystack. You guys have never been shy about that, whether it's Rock Cocaine Flow to Mike Rhymes.
Right.
You guys have never been
Right.
scared to call out people that aren't living up to the game, you know?
Nah.
Why is that? Do you feel like it's your responsibility?
I don't know if I would say it's a
Well, you know you do the work.
It's not even really calling anybody out.
Not specifically.
It's reflecting on what's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We calling out what's not happening.
Yeah.
And if the shoe fit,
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it.
Wait, maybe it's
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but just being fans of it first, you know. And I love that in him when he just say it for what it is.
Yeah, you know,
I
like
love that
we've
swag.
had fun with that, like, you know, over the years, like you said on it was some record I did on Declaration when I say salute to the super MCs for being clever and never using weed as a ghostwriter. And so all my rapping friends who smoke weed, it was like, all right, really, boss? Like, all right, cool.
I feel attacked.
Yeah,
Okay. It's like, nah, man. I'm just speaking my truth.
my truth.
Just saying what I'm saying, man.
You know, fellas, since we are talking about, like, you know, modern hip hop and whatnot, like, how do you guys feel about hip hop not even being in the top 40 of the Billboard charts right now?
I mean, it can happen. You know, I mean, it's something that is here forever. I mean, that's how I always saw it. Like, it's a culture. It's music that's going to be here forever, regardless of what someone says. So at some point, it can lose, it can fall off, because at some point it's going to still be here, and some other new kids is going to come along, or some veterans like ourselves, and put us back up in those corners. But we held it for a long time, and you know, I think when you
35
take
years,
when you take things for granted, you know, and give people redundancy of this stuff, it's time for you to be pushed out the way and let something else come through. But we're gonna be back up in there.
Nah, I think that could only make you work harder, right?
Yeah,
If
as
you
it
get knocked
should
off your
be.
square like that.
As it should be, man.
It's got to be a filtering process at some point.
100%. 100%.
Right?
And in hip hop,
That's
Or
real.
inspirational
Bro,
process.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Filtering process, no filter. You feel me? Nah, man.
But
Come
it's
on,
also
even people within hip hop, we all like, yo.
You got to be honest.
We
You
need
gotta-
a cleanse.
Nah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
I mean, it shows you who's going to step up and who's going to prosper
No,
in
that's
this,
right.
you know?
And then you see people like Jid get the Grammy nom, and you're like, yes.
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 Well, then, yeah.
And because everything is cyclical, and And it's nice to see that come back around for the different generations that you mentioned earlier.
Indeed.
Whether it be 60, 30, 11. Like,
Yeah.
It's good to have them have the different types of hip hop to be able to listen to and not be, the same thing.
Exactly.
For a decade.
Right.
Totally
Right.
agree with you, man. Totally agree.
No, for sure. Yo, run it
We on the
back.
same page, bro.
Run it back with Nas, like that's it sounds like it was done in one take, dog. Just raw, like boom.
It was-
Nas probably, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, when that was a track produced by our brother, Super Dave West, who, we got the Day in the Sun record out now. He did that one too. But when he sent us that beat, everyone's reaction is the same. You hear this amazing, famous record by the group Police. You're like, where's this going? Because how is
Crazy.
someone going to rhyme over this?
We were just
then
talking
it goes
about that.
backwards. Then you're like, where's this going? And then when the beat kicks in, man.
Yep. Crazy.
So yeah, it was like you just have this energy like, oh, I gotta write something crazy to this. Like I was like, and that's what I did. So let alone when I handed it to Nas, like I was like, yo, I think I got something. And I remember him getting it that day. And at least around like maybe 1 at night, I get the call from my people Strong C. He was like, yo, Nas is trying to hit you. I was like, what? He said, yo, Nas needs you to call him. He just wrote 2 rhymes to it. I was like, what? And I called him. He said, yo, I got to send you both rhymes. Listen to the first one. And the first one is the one we kept. And then the second one just is dope. But I was like, no, man. I was like, yo, you lean hard on the meanness on the first one. So let's keep the first one. Yeah.
So that other verse you have.
Yes, I have. I have that one. I have it.
I need to hear that shit. See, stop playing, man. I gotta hear
Stems
it.
for later.
He tried to be a little bit more calm and political, but I was like, nah, boy.
Nah.
The way you stepped
going
out
with
the
Nasty
car.
Nas.
Yeah.
They had the Queensbridge.
Yep.
Yep.
That Bravehearts chant in there.
Yeah.
B, Jungle, his brother's in it, like right, that's him in right in the middle before he rhymes. Like, yo, I was like, man, we gotta have this authentically Queensbridge when we start rhyming. No, I love that record, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, so do we. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
About that snake wine. We've had that wine.
B?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that instantly, someone brought it back for us, an artist from Japan.
Yeah.
And then we kept it in the studio. And when artists would come through, we'd be like,
We take a shot. Yeah.
let's take a
All
shot.
right,
Wow.
okay.
And we
Where's
have like that flakes from the.
It's like whiskey infused wine, I guess. It's got a snake in there. It's
So it's like the flakes of the snake skin?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It looked like that ghost lager. You know how you see like a.
That's right.
man.
And it was meant for what? Like it's an aphrodisiac, right? Somehow we only shared it with guys, but whatever. Whatever. We're brotherhood. Brotherhood.
The name of brotherhood, I guess.
Yo!
Hey, yo, I know. But the bottle wasn't that big, man. So we drank it in celebration. Yo, the silent life of a truth, right?
Yes.
Is that 2 Chainz at the end? True.
Yep.
That's a 2 Chainz. Yeah.
Yep. That's Primo. Primo always got to find the right thing that works with it, and he's just such a surgeon with stuff like that. When he threw it, I was like, oh, Preem, you just killed it. Tell the truth. He threw in the salt and pepper joint, and like, yo, that's Premier.
Crazy.
Premier. I love,
Yeah, I love that. I love the the initial Premiere sound that like
Yes.
whoo, you just know. Here we go.
And he's crazy because he was like asking our permission because when he did it in Sunny Storm, he said, yo, I just kind of felt it. Like, I was like, Preem, come on, man. It's authentically you. Do it. Yeah, like even with Silent Life of the Truth, NF, I made sure he talk. I was like, yo, and he hates the way his voice sounded. Like, Preem, your voice is classic hip hop. Like, you gotta talk. So yeah, man, it was beautiful, and I love that dude. This dude know, like me and Preem, we are jokesters with each other. Like, we just can't stop.
You shaking your head like you're tired of it.
Yo, he'll call me and curse me out. I'll call him back, and yo, we
I
go at
gotta break
each
up
other?
the monotony.
we're crazy.
Let me talk to Prince for a little while.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to him next week.
I love B. That's my brother. I love Preem.
What was the toughest song to create?
Cabin in the Sky.
Yeah. The title
because
track.
yeah, it was easy in the sense of the production because that was also produced by Super Dave West. It was something that he had already given me before we even had the title of the album. And, it has the Boston sample in it more than a feeling, and the voice is singing like in the sky, and it's saying slip away. And so once we knew we was going to call the album Cabin in the Sky, I was like, that song is the title track. And I immediately started writing to it. And like, I was crying while I was writing because I knew it was going to be like, not saying that we're like,
Yeah, that song makes me cry.
it's our Troy, you know what I'm saying? Like how Pete and CL had theirs, like that's our Reminisce Over You, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just like, those words just flew out. And they were like one takes, that was it. Like I just kind of like, yeah, I just felt it. It was like more than me writing it almost. Yeah, that was the hardest one.
There was that spirit.
Yeah,
It's such a
man.
beautiful metaphor too, and you look at the artwork.
I know, man.
Break down the artwork, fellas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To me, it reminds me a lot of Yellow Submarine, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's that energy.
I
of
mean,
it.
my interpretation
graffiti.
of it is Dave working on the album from the heavens, and we just peeking in the clouds. See
No doubt.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Present. We're present.
It was great to have this album. It was done by a really dope artist, Hebrew Brantley, who does his thing. And it was a blessing to like hit him up. He just happened to be on a call with us, with our manager, and we just started speaking to him. And he was like, yo, man, I would love to take a shot at doing an album cover. And like, so when I saw that, I was like, yes, man, this is it. So yeah, man.
No, that's right. Well done. Well done.
Man.
Yo, can y'all break down the intro with, the features checking in the class?
Yo, it was something that I know myself and David always talk about, like, yo, why don't we start a record? And it was around the time we did the AOI Mosaic Thump album. And it was like, yo, why don't we do something where we have everyone who we have featured on the album rhyme on a record at the top of the album. So it was always something we thought could be dope as almost like a roll call. And so I just want to honor that idea finally. And started off on some seminar classroom thing, and like Jean Carlo, man, he just has such an amazing voice. He came to a show we did in London one time, hung out with us, and I was like, I think he may, he may say yes or no. And he was in. When he heard the idea, he was in. I mean, he came in and knocked that thing out like that. He said, what else you got for me? Like, he's like, this is what I love to do, like talk on the mic. So it was beautiful, man. It was just like, it's really like a dream. It's like a dream because it's like we these older dudes like in a classroom setting. That doesn't make sense, but it's really like a dream because then when they say Dave's name at the end and then it's a moment of silence, you hear Dave's voice. The first thing I say in my rhyme is like, wake up with a voice in my head. So it was like a dream for me and Dave's voice is waking me up. So yeah, man, it was just a creative way just to put all the great people on the album up top.
Yeah, nah, man. Killer Mike did his thing like he always does.
Kidding me? As he always
Dude
do.
is crazy.
Yes.
What?
Right?
That song's produced by Knots, and like it had the sample saying what it was saying. Well, not the sample. That's Knots took a young lady he knew and just took her voice saying these things. But it was beautiful, and I was like, I just immediately thought again with where we was going with Cabin in the Sky, like, I want to talk about my mother who's not here, and I was like, I just want another rapper to kind of express it the same way. And I was like, yo, Killer Mike, he will destroy this. And as he did.
Killer of Mikes.
Killer of Mike.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
You had to tell him, don't do all 24.
Take it easy, bro.
That was so
Yeah, man. No, it was fun. Because, it's almost comedy, as I said to Mace, like, you love your mother. How can you really talk about your mother in 16 lines? But that's why I thought it was a comedic way of like doing something that's loving for your mother and call it a quick 16 for mama.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Common's in there. He checks in, and Common is just that guy.
Common is the guy.
He's got Slick Rick, crazy.
And
those are just voices that. These are voices in hip hop that are just undeniable.
Tell me about it. It was a blessing. Like we had the kind of like messing around with this feel of what Slick Rick's song was. So we wanted to get his permission for that, to use like kind of the Hey Young World interpolation. And he loved it so much, like he called and was like, yo, can I say the chorus? Because I was the one doing the chorus originally. And he was like, yo, can I do the chorus? He really just loved the record. And I was like, how? Of course, Slick Rick. Really? You want to get on my record? Like, crazy. Of course.
He really liked the way we used Hey Young World.
Yeah.
And he was like, a lot of people have tried to use it and didn't really compliment it. And he really liked the way we did it. He just wanted to be on it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate it. And that's true. I really appreciated that.
bruh,
Just
come
simple
on.
things like that can make a record,
Yep.
you know, go from one point to another.
Exactly.
Fast.
Exactly. And it's this always show our appreciation of where we came from, the songs that were the soundtrack of our lives, and we always love including those in what we're doing. So I mean, the throw in, you know, that that's true, and then to have it go into a word that, you know, into a sentence, you know, that was just us being creative. But like I said, still showing homage to people like Rick and
That's
Dougie,
right.
you know.
What are some of your earliest memories of coming to Los Angeles?
Wow.
Uh-oh.
There was a lot behind the
Yo,
I got a lot.
Yo, one time
I got a lot.
we used to stay at the Holiday Inn. Remember? Over by the Hollywood sign? Remember? It was like a Holiday Inn over there. We were walking around. Me and Dave was walking somewhere else. You were walking with Dante Ross. And they end up jaywalking.
Because we're New Yorkers, man.
Right.
Cops don't care
Jaywalking
about
is a
that.
thing.
Back then it was
Especially
illegal.
back then.
Yeah.
It was illegal here, but jaywalking was whatever in New York. You could-
Right.
We just, that was our
Everything's
thing.
a sidewalk.
Everything. So you were so right about that. So they were walking and talking, and they were jaywalking. And the police officer got on his radio, and he said, "Black guy, white guy."
Because we wasn't listening. He was like, hey,
He
you.
kept clicking, hey,
you.
hey, you guys. Hey.
So
And
he went-
he said, hey, black guy, white guy. Either you're stupid or just colorblind.
And he was nice about it afterwards. He was
Yeah,
like, yo, we're from New
it was
York,
funny
man. We
as hell,
didn't know.
though.
Sorry, man.
It was
Yeah.
the funniest shit.
No, it was dope.
We did
white
one on
guy.
the side of the street
Yo.
looking at them two like, oh my God.
My crazy first memory is driving here in LA. Friend of ours came to pick us up. He was down with kind of like Digital Underground, and he came to pick us up. Start driving me around. He go gets me a car, so I'm driving around in LA with him, and we wind up to like old Cher's house, a mansion where Cher used to own, but Curtis Blow owned it.
Okay.
And we walk in.
Yeah,
we just start,
yeah, we was with Chiba.
yeah, and we
Remember the Pied Piper? The
Pied
rapper,
Piper.
the Pied Piper.
Chiba.
Chiba.
Yeah, he was originally from Amityville.
He was originally from Long Island.
Okay.
But he lived out here for many years.
Yeah.
He was on Priority, and the record was produced by Shock G.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it was produced by Shock, but
Yeah, this-
he was really close with a lot of the old school rappers at that time.
Yeah.
That came from New York and lived out here. Rhyme Syndicate, all of that. You know,
So he was the plug once you
Yeah,
Kinda
and
sorta, yeah,
we
yeah.
showed up to Curtis Blow house unannounced, and Curtis Blow was not with it.
He was not.
He was not happy about that.
No?
And I'm like, yo, here's my idol, and he's just pissed off at my friend.
Oh, no.
But then he saw me.
They
and
say
he-
don't meet
he
the
was-
heroes, man.
Yeah, no, but he was cool afterward, and he let us in. But yeah, I mean, like that was like a time of my life. It's too many to talk about now.
Oh my God.
Too many.
I mean, LA had been a
World of
different-
Wheels was the first place we did out
Yo,
here.
yeah,
World of Wheels?
Yeah.
World of Wheels. What was that, like a
It
skating
had
rink?
been a
Skating
different
rink,
experience every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
My stupid ass had a red jacket on and a red Corvette one time.
Uh-oh.
And I
You
was
came
like-
flamed up?
I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah, we don't either.
We had at this point we had made some money at this point. And we was out here for one of them award programs, and we were just having a great time. And there was these African brothers that rented these exotic cars out to all the artists. And I always wanted to drive a Corvette, and they had a red.
That's
one.
right.
But I forgot about the gang climbing out here. Yeah. So it didn't take me no time to go take that car back.
yeah, I bet.
I had an experience at one of the gas stations, and they was like, "Yo, cuz, what set you from?" I'm like, "What?" And he knew I wasn't from. You know, and
You're
I
like,
wasn't
I drove it,
I wasn't
technically. I
claiming
drove
any.
it.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Cuz, you can't drive that car. I got schooled by a gangbanger, like very nicely though."
That's
Yeah,
good.
He's looking out, 'cause
He
he
was
could've went left.
looking
Yeah, he could've went
out
out
because
that
once
way.
he knew I wasn't from here,
Right,
he was like,
right.
"I got to put you on." You know, he put me on. He
I would
was
have been like, excuse me, sir.
and he was like, "Cuz, you got to go take that car back. Like
And wearing red too?
Yeah.
You tripping. You tripping.
He was really tripping.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Just trying to
Nah, man.
I was just trying to match the car. You feel me on that? I really was just trying to match the car.
Yo,
that was all that was about. That's all that was about.
That's it, man.
We've had
Man, I
some of
went
the
and
blessed
got me
times
a
here,
white
man.
of Avalon or something like that.
My man came back in a Volvo.
I dumped it all the way down. For real.
Dumped it all the way
I
down.
did. I dumped it all the way down.
Oh
For
my
real.
God.
For life, right? Like, it was for my life.
Started
wearing
wearing
earth tones.
Started wearing earth tones every time I came to Cali. I thought, okay, a little beige, a little green.
Yeah. There was times where LA was just hot like that, you know?
You can't even wear purple.
No, you can't.
Oh, come on already.
No.
No, I mean, it was a learning experience, and but thank God we had people around us who just showed a lot of love, and because, like you said, it could have went a lot of other ways, but we've had the best time, made some of the most amazing friends out here in LA. We love coming here.
Yeah.
Like, even quite honestly, even when the whole unfortunate East Coast West Coast thing going on, like, we really had no problem still coming because we were just in other circles, and it was just nothing but positivity, and no one was really messing with us.
Yeah, when that was kind of thick and we were coming out here, the person who had my corner all the time, well, outside of Booyah Tribe,
Whoa.
the other person who had my corner all the time, and he would come get me, and we would just go out and have a blast, would be 187 Hutch.
Okay, yeah.
Hutch, big up to Hutch,
Yeah.
Wow.
Hutch is a real one. He a real one. And I had a lot of fun with Hutch. Yeah.
Couple things, huh? Just some fun.
All right, enough on reminiscing.
Were there any alternative names for the album?
Well, I had one name written down because normally we'll just let it just come to us when it comes to us. And one title was like something like After the Finish Line, like What's Next, something like that. But one day just sitting down watching television, flipping through like Prime Video, I come across the famous movie that I had never heard of called Cabin in the Sky. And the time I saw that title, I was like, this is it.
There it is.
This is it. Like, this feels like, it reminded me immediately of Dave. And like, it just flowed off your tongue. I was like, Cabin in the Sky.
When he said it to me, I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
It just
You just know it. Like,
sound right.
it just sounds right.
Feel it,
felt
right?
Yeah.
It tells you.
Put me right in the mindset of what I was already thinking. He's working on the album.
Nah, that's right. Yep.
You know?
And that Prime password, was that yours, or are you sharing it with other people?
No. I've had enough of that. Because I've had enough of like sharing it with my kids, and then all of a sudden there's someone else profile who it is. They lent it out to one of their friends.
Crazy,
I'm like,
right?
Yo, what are you doing?
All of a sudden, you have 7 profiles under one account. You're like, hello.
And they'll go into your profile and start like watching a movie you saved and moved it from where it was.
And all
Like,
of a sudden, your suggestions are all crazy.
Crazy, bro.
algorithm, B.
My wife shares our passwords with her family in Stockton out here in Northern California, and I'm just like, so I'm paying for everybody's entertainment?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, and they watching some wild shit.
Wild shit. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, no, I had to stop that.
All of a sudden, you got Twilight on your
Yeah.
recommended.
There you go.
Like, yo, y'all watching Twilight?
Man.
Cabin in the Sky. Garcia, you got one?
No, Jackie does actually.
You guys mentioned, we talked about, a lot of celebrities coming up to you guys and telling you that, your soundtracks were the records of their lives. There's one recently, and I don't know if you guys have known about this, but Pedro Pascal, who I think is one of the biggest actors right now, he credits that De La Soul is Dead is one of his favorite albums ever.
I was just humbled when he said it, man. Like, seeing how he loved us and Tribe, and that's amazing, man. I mean, like we said, it's an honor because we made these records for us, and you figure like there's like-minded people around the world, but when you see that this like-minded person is an amazing actor, and you just don't know, and to find out that like this moved them in a certain way. It's a blessing, man.
A lot of people in the comments are like, no, I didn't know Pedro balled like that. I'm just like...
That's what you just never know.
Yeah, you
never
don't.
know. That's tripping me out.
No, man, it's incredible. Like, funny enough, when we were just talking about different LA stories, like even we used to stay at the Hyatt when it was to be right across from the House of Blues and everything that.
Wow.
And Little Richard used to live in like at the penthouse, and like when he heard we was there, he would be searching us out. Like we hear him on the phone, like, where them De La Soul boys at? Like he wanted to just hang out and talk to us like
Crazy.
Little Richard. Like it was kind of scary and honorable at the same time. Yeah.
You're like, yo, what does he want, man?
What does he want? Like,
what does he want? What's going on up there, man? Let's go see, right? We got to go see what's going on.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
all I want to do is just see.
I just want to see. And I'm going to leave.
I want to see the wigs. Maybe see the wigs and the hats. That's all I want to see. I don't see nothing else. But no, it's a blessing to have just people you respect show love with people you just didn't think would know who you are. Know who you are.
Nah,
There's nothing like it, man.
That's right. Now, we were talking about, Tyler, the Creator, before we got started, right? And there's somebody there that clearly has listened to y'all,
Yeah.
and has created from what he's heard, amongst other
Of course.
artists, of course.
No, we're definitely proud to have people like that considered part of our DNA. I remember recently, because me, Mason, Q-Tip, we talk all the time. And Q-Tip, I remember he was talking to me. He was like, yo, I was just with Tyler, because I guess Tyler was in New York for something. Him and Q-Tip hung out. And he was like, because my name is Kelvin Mercer, so everyone calls me Merce. And he was like, Merce, them guys are like us when we were young, like running around, like we would do crazy stuff, like fart and play and then run from each other, pass gas and then play tag, like this silly stuff. He was like, yo, these guys,
you got the skeevies.
but I'm saying, he was like, these guys are like us, like
Skeevy shot.
So no, it was just dope to hear that, because like you can hear in their music how they move. It just felt very familiar as how us as native tongues move.
That's right. Cabin in the Sky.
Yes.
Congratulations, fellas.
Thank
What
you,
up,
my
Garcia?
brother.
What do you hear when you hear Kendrick Lamar?
Love it, man. We hear us. I hear, like, I think of even Dell, like just that lyricism that he has, like, like a person that had not only just be lyrical to be lyrical, but he put thought.
I just hear somebody that's really inspired by a certain era. You know?
Oh, yeah.
He truly, I mean, like I said, I could put him right there with Dell and Cube at the same time, and just
Rakim, all of them, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I put him right there,
and not only understanding that lyrical era, like say us being New Yorkers, and he's understanding that, but he appreciates and talk about his culture, his life, like what, and I love that when people cannot just, we have a lot of artists who will separate themselves. They'll become this person who's on the mic, opposed to like this person who's really talking about their life and what they've been through and what, what his mother could have said, what his uncle could have said. Like you hear that, like you almost feel like the characters he's talking about, which is his family, you almost want to meet them. And I always loved that about him. Yeah.
That's right. Yo, Cabin in the Sky, congratulations,
Thank
fellas.
you, my
De La
brother.
Soul, let's go, man.
Yes.
You got a home here whenever you guys want to pull up, man. We're here for you. We're here with you.
Man. Thank
all
you
day.
so much,
Congratulations,
brother.
man.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Word.
Hey, it's
Yes.
Cruz Show, Real 92.3.
All right.
Yeah.
Man.